Elizabeth Warren, what has she created? Nothing. Jeff Deal, what has he created? Well, he created a Photoshop picture of himself shaking hands with Trump. John Kingston, well, he can smoke a cigar and hang out with his buddies at law school. And then who do you have? Beth Lindstrom, Lottery Lindstrom. Come on.
We talked about this dirty deal. We talked about the Trump photograph, shaking hands. Why? Why is this out there?
Because Jeff Deal is no different than Bernie Sanders to Hillary Clinton, Jeff Deal to Charlie Baker. That's what's going on. Jeff Deal did not like Trump in the beginning. He was going to sabotage him in the votes.
Neither did Beth, and neither did Kingston.
None of them did.
Spent money.
In fact, Deal and his clan stole Trump's data. Now, the Trump campaign can't say anything because it's embarrassing. Okay? So Jeff Deal's Holly Robichaud, Saudi lobbyist. The Foreign Immunities Act was passed in 1996, which said that we could go after Yemen, Saudi Arabia, we as citizens, if they were in state-sponsored terrorism. Well, after 9/11, the Foreign Immunities Act was amended, so guess who was added to that? Saudi Arabia. So which means American citizens could go after Saudi Arabia. The government, not the soldiers of the Saudi Arabians. 200 Massachusetts citizens, some of you may be listening, you lost loved ones in that. You had the right to go after Saudi Arabia. That bill was passed by Congress. Obama vetoed it. And it was overruled 97-2. So you know what the Saudi government does? They hire a very elite advertising firm in New York who hires lobbyists. Holly Robichaud, Jeff Deal's campaign manager, was paid to be a lobbyist. What did she do? She freaking used veterans. She told them, oh, you could be sued by the Saudi government. Absolute lie. Absolute lie to try to overturn that rule.
If they came after them. I saw the article.
But it has nothing to do, go read 28pages.org. So you have a scumbag working with another scumbag. Holly Robichaud and Jeff Deal are the biggest scumbags. They are taking advantage of the Trump movement to try to bring them back into Charlie Baker. And I have to tell the truth because it is the truth. You're looking at someone who probably very few people understand the genius of Donald Trump. People think he's all these names. The guy is freaking brilliant. And I can tell you because I'm a pretty smart guy.
He is brilliant.
This guy has figured it out, and he's playing a level that none of these establishment politicians can understand. Charlie Baker, as I understand, he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Well, the guy's not that smart, okay? He probably got into Harvard because of his father through legacy admissions, okay? He ran a healthcare company, okay, which screwed all of our healthcare. Okay, so on the one day, Jeff Deal
signed on to Romneycare.
Deal went into the convention saying I'm not going to sign the pledge for Baker, right? Because that's to screw up the Trumpers. And then after that, he endorses him. What do you call that? You call that the not so obvious establishment.
Right.
They are trying to destroy the Trump movement in Massachusetts. 1 million people voted for Donald Trump, and 80% of them were independents. Half of the Republicans screwed over Donald Trump, okay?
What'd you think of the 27.8 or whatever it was that Scott Lively got at the convention?
You want me to tell you what I think's going on?
Go ahead.
Look, you got to understand, these people are smart.
They're on my show, so please.
Look, listen to what's going on. Baker knows that he's got to pull back in the Republicans because everyone knows he's not a Republican.
Right.
Okay? He's a Democrat. Whatever you want to call him. He's an opportunist. You got to understand, it's a power-sharing agreement. In the midterm election, there's a reason they have the governor's race in the midterm, because they know a lot of Democrats won't come out. So the goal is they power share with so Warren gets to be senator.
Wow.
Look at the selfie Baker's taken, with the Warren. Come on, these guys are in collusion. People wake up. I'm here to remind people there are still Americans. And they're not Elizabeth Warren. They're not John Kingston. They're not Jeff Deal. They're not Charlie Baker. These people are un-American. They are the swamp.
Jeff Deal he was essentially working for Ted Cruz when he came into the Trump campaign.
Right.
And I talked about the stolen data, but the real reason for that finger poke picture with the president poking him was the fact that Jeff Deal betrayed Trump. He attempted to hijack the delegates.
They were hoping there'd be a second vote, and they voted for Cruz.
For Cruz. I figured out pretty quickly why he was there. He infiltrated us, him and Bonnie Johnson, essentially. That was the reason.
That's interesting.
That's the reason.
You go talk to people, these people infiltrated the Trump campaign. They stole data, and that's what they're thriving on. Look, he's got 20 pictures with the Trump family.
Sure.
Where is Jeff Deal's pictures if he's so close?
Interesting.
Saudi lobbyist runs his campaign.
That's interesting.
endorse Baker. He's not a Trumper, everyone.
And where are the other two, Beth and Kingston?
Because they're never Trumpers, okay? That's easy.
Right.
Deal is a fake Trumper. He's the insidious snake, the serpent in down there, okay?
Right.
And if you want to look at a real Trumper, you're looking at Shiva Ayyadurai. The Republican Party doesn't want real Trumpers. Because we're actually passionate. We actually want to win. This guy wants, the deal that was struck, as we know from the insiders, is Deal would get to be lieutenant governor. He was going to run against Baker. No, Jeff, you don't do that. I'll support you. Act like I'm against you, for you, blah, blah, blah. That's what they're doing now. You got to remember, guys, this is all an insider trading game. They think 3 steps ahead. Like you said, the media, Democrats and Republicans all work together.
Yeah.
So the only way you get the truth is by looking at people's actions.